These people are crazy. Oh my goodness. So everything that I've said about the lineage of evil, everything that I've said down to the T happens to come out during this video. Because bruh, I happen to have watched Medi Hasan versus 20 far-right conservatives. And here's the thing. The issue is they're not even far-right. Like, that is the Republican Party. Damn. That is the base. That is who Trump has brought out of the woodworks. That's who Elon has brought out of the woodworks with his Nazi salute, even though the ADL wants to say it's not a Nazi salute. It's like, bro, of all the people who should know what a Nazi salute looks like, you would think it would be the ADL, but I digress. These people are truly the scum of the earth, all right? The worst of the worst, and they are now the voices of the Republican Party.
Well, we're fucked.
And Medi Hasan, basically, you can watch the video yourself, but there's really three points I wanted to touch on. The first one was Trump being, a criminal, that Trump is pro-crime.
Donald Trump is pro-crime and pro-criminal.
Medi Hasan's arguments were that he was pardoning a whole bunch of criminals, people who assaulted officers, people, who did heinous things during January 6th. Now, that's an easy win, right? It's an easy win for Medi. But one of the responses that really threw me a loop was the fact that this one person was like, maybe he did that to unite the country. And I'm like, what?
Is it possible that all these things that he's done that supposedly make him pro-crime, is there's another reason for the doing it? The J6.
Yes.
Is it possible that he could have done this to unite the country?
Come on now, dog.
You're telling me he pardoned a bunch of criminals, people who were attacking the police, the same police that when it comes to a black person, they're always black to blue, but now you're letting them go because you want to unite the country? And it just shows that many of these people are low IQ.
But Brondo's got what plants crave.
It's got electrolytes.
Okay? This is the superior race, according to them. This is the lineage of evil that we're dealing with. And one of the most comical parts of this video is that it reminds me of the meme. It's literal the manifestation of the meme. And you all know the meme, the Star Wars meme, where it's Anakin, he's like, white savior, 88. You're a lot browner than I expected you to be. And that's what it is. It's a bunch of brown people, Palestinians, it's nothing more than PBD, I forgot his name. But the broadcast, the Indian dude, it's him. It's like Dinesh D'Souza's. It's all of them mixed into one. It's a Kash Patel. All these brown people who are like, being white supremacists, like they want to be white or something. And if they can't be white, well, they're going to defend the white supremacists, to the death. And it's really, really weird to see. Really weird talking about, oh, this is a white country. It's like, bro, you're Indian. Like, what are you talking about? Because one thing they love to talk about is phrenology. Oh, you can tell by how their face structure is that they're not white or they're not Caucasian. It's like, bro, this is the best of the best. This is really what you all got, bro? This is really what you all got? Like, the woman looked like old milk. The dudes were like balding and out of shape. It's really, like I said, it's nothing more than an inferiority complex that has masked itself and put on the makeup of white supremacy, right? White supremacy. Bro, if you supreme, you don't need to say that, bro. Like, I don't walk around saying, hey, I'm black. Hey, I'm black. Hey, I'm black. No, that's not how that works.
He's out of line, but he's right.
Then there was another one where this kid was like, well, Kash Patel said that, Elon had no access to the Epstein files. Because Medi brought that up. He's like, well, you're talking about how he's not pro-crime. Like, this mofo is pro-crime as you come. He's been around, the mafia. He's been around Epstein. Elon Musk said that he was in the Epstein files.
Trump has committed crimes. Trump hangs around with criminals. He spent much of the 80s hanging around with the New York mob. He hung around with Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell.
Well,
and the guy mentions Kash Patel. Now, of course, given Kash Patel's recent stance on Epstein, Medi, he brings it up. It's like dunking on these low IQ people. And
Kash Patel literally said that Elon Musk had no access to the Epstein files.
Because a lot of these fools, these racists, the white nationalists, all of them, they're very low IQ and they're arrogant about their ignorance because they live in echo chambers. So Medi is just completely just turning them into mulch. And he's like, Kash Patel, you mean the person who said that Epstein didn't yeet himself? And the guy's like, well, Kash Patel, if he says it, then it's got to be true because he's got more information than me.
Kash Patel said that Epstein killed himself. Do you agree with that?
Whatever he says goes then. Yeah, I don't care.
Beta!
And it's just like, oh, man. The cognitive dissonance that these people face, it is beautiful to see just put on display. They're just really dumb. Then the next subject that caught my eye was, Trump is destroying the Constitution or defying the Constitution or something like that. And you had this chunky monkey come up on here, and he's talking about good. I want a dictatorship.
Quite frankly, if Trump is anti-Constitution, good, and I think he should go further.
So this is...
He's like, and it's like, wait, you want a dictatorship? He's like, yeah, we vote for the person. He's like, that's a democracy. Well, we only vote one time, and then it's a dictatorship. That's what we want. Heck yeah. And they got to be, Catholic faith. That's what they have to be.
What do you believe in?
Autocracy.
By who?
Honestly, quite frankly, anyone who is in line with Catholic teaching.
Come on now, dog.
And I'm going to say this. This is not a good look for anyone of faith. This was not a good look for anyone of faith. Like this debate made people turn into atheists, I would argue, because it's just like everything has to do with, I'm a Christian, I'm a Catholic, oh God, and, even with Israel, oh God, and it's just like, bro, why haven't we just take this out of the equation? Would y'all still be this demented? Like, why haven't we just take that out of the equation? Like, what's the deal here? Because they have like this hard-on about, he has to be a Catholic as long as they adhere to the Catholic faith. And then he talks about Catholicism while also referencing, inciting a Nazi...
tend to kill everyone,
Carl
even their own
Schmitt
supporters.
makes this point very well in his work. It's the friend-enemy distinction, right?
Carl Schmitt, the Nazi theoretician.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't care.
And it's just like, what is wrong with y'all? Okay, what is wrong with you? And we come to find out he eventually lost his job, and good. These people don't deserve to be able to work for a living. They don't. I'm sorry. Not in this country. Not in this country, in the United States of America. Confederates should not be allowed to work here in the United States of America because you guys lost, all right? That's the whole point of us having the union. If you're a Confederate, if you're a Nazi, all right, you should be gone. If you're a white supremacist, all that should be gone. They should not be allowed to have jobs. And the moment in time we notice that there's a Nazi among us, or that there's a white supremacist among us, or that there is a Confederate among us, they should be exiled.
Right to jail, right away.
Now, what they try to do is say, oh, that's cancel culture. No, that is American culture, okay? That's American culture. There was no, well, shucks, you guys lost the war, but, we're still buddies. We're still cool. Like, nah, bro, what are you talking about? You are fighting against the country. You are fighting against everything that was established in 1776. You are fighting against laws that were put on here ostensibly to be, to treat people as equal. You're against the country. You're anti-American. That's what you are. Then last we get into immigration, a hot topic, and that's when the brown people started to come up. It was weird. You're having people who are like brown arguing against immigration. Then you had this white chick who was like, well, I'm not an immigrant. And we was like, well, you are an immigrant. She's like, I'm not an immigrant now. It's like, well, you're still an immigrant. You're just now a citizen, but you were an immigrant at some point.
Well, immigrants are not Americans. Americans are the people that were born here.
That's not true.
3 hours later.
My parents came as immigrants to become naturalized, so I'm not necessarily opposed to immigrants.
So you're the child of immigrants?
Correct. I'm a child of immigrants. I was born
But you don't
here.
accept that immigrants are Americans?
Not at this moment.
What?
You said Americans or immigrants. Are your parents Americans or immigrants?
No, my parents are United States citizens.
But they're immigrants, you said.
No, they came here as immigrants. However, but
So they
I want
are
to make the
immigrants.
claim that we cannot
I came here as an immigrant. I'm an immigrant.
But at this
You are a fucking idiot.
And it's really this mental gymnastics that they do in order to feel, I say it's a sense of camaraderie, right? It's a sense of camaraderie. I would argue that a lot of these people are lonely. They're not doing anything with their lives. They're unattractive. And, this is where it embraces them. You see a lot of the school shooters, if you see a lot of these goofies out there, they have their circles, their inner circles, and they feel cool. Because if you're a loser and that person's a loser and that person's a loser, well, guess what? You guys aren't losers anymore.
And when everyone's super,
No one will be.
That's the concept that many of these people suffer from. And these, you had an Iranian, you had all these, these goofy immigrants that just reminded me Patrick Bet-David, that's his name. Patrick Bet-David, you know, the Dinesh D'Souza's of the world, the Cash Patels, these brown people who are trying to uphold white supremacy because they think, you know, I'm okay, I'm one of the good ones, right? I'm one of the good ones. This respectability politics. Vivek Ramaswamy is another one. I'm one of the good ones, I'm one of the good ones, until they get their wake-up call. And then they have no other option is to smile and, you know, to shrug and be like, well, you know, I can take a joke. It's like, no, it's not a joke. They really don't want you here.
Wake up, nigga.
Okay, and that's what Medi was trying to say, is that you're trying to defend a group of people that don't want you here, simply because you're not the color that they want.
There isn't even
How
a
do you
U.S.
feel about the fact that people here want you out? Are you okay with that?
I'm here to debate you, not debate them.
Beta!
That's what they're trying to do, and you're trying to defend them, and it's just these brainwash, just completely done so. And it was really fascinating to see all these people just say foolishness, just absolute nonsense. And then the white guy talking about, oh, white people are Native Americans.
You don't look very Native American to me.
I am Native American. Whites are Native Americans. What are you talking about?
You're not.
Are you retarded?
And it's just, it's this lineage of evil that I don't think they know that they're evil. They think that what they're doing is good, but they're so, you know, morally bankrupt that it's like talking to a wall with them. And that the only point that when you come across people like this is to humiliate them. That's what it is. It's not about having a debate, because it's debating with the wall, right? As Medi saw, it's debating with the wall because they're a cognitive dissonance, and they will do mental gymnastics. They will move the goalposts to uphold what their belief is. So your job, anytime you come across these people, is to embarrass them, mock them, ridicule them. That's what our job is to do with these people. And unfortunately, these people get to vote. That's the problem. That's the base that Trump tapped into, are the people in this debate. These are the individuals that us Americans are actually fighting against. Because if they have their way, we're getting a dictatorship. Black and brown people are going in cages. It's just a litany of lunacy that they are advocating for. And we can't allow this to spread, because this mindset is like a virus. Anyways, guys, that's a video. Let me know what you guys think, whether or not, I don't know. Was there anybody who was listening to these people and going, yeah, America's white. Yeah, get the Browns out of here. Like, what? And if you are, please let me know. Give me your name and address, and I'll have someone contact you shortly. Or if you don't believe these people are crazy, they're inferior. A lot of them have, emotional, probably childhood trauma that they're coping with. And it's just sad to see. Yo, go get some therapy, fam. Go get some therapy and stop being a brown white supremacist. That's crazy. Anyways, if you happen to disagree, you know where to find me. Thursday through Saturday, disagreement day. You can call in and we duke it out. Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to like, share, comment. Let me know what you guys think and subscribe. And that fun stuff. Till next time, guys, be amazing.
I am Native American. Whites are Native Americans. What are you talking about?
You're not.